guys, what's up, how you doing? In this video, I'm going to be going through 15 iPhone tips, tricks, and hidden features that you may not have known existed, okay? Definitely stay until the end of the video because there I will show you my favorite tip. It is thebomb.com. Ooh, I also did a review on the iPhone XR. I'll have it linked in the cards in case you want to check it out. But guys, let's get into this. First up, the zoom window. If you tap 3 times with 3 fingers on the screen, this zoom window will appear. You can literally move it anywhere on the screen, and as you can see, it magnifies everything. I particularly enjoy this for images, so you can really see what's going on in the image if you want, and it works within any application. To activate it, head on over to Settings, click on General, then Accessibility, and you will see right at the top here, Zoom. If you click on that, make sure it's toggled on. And then there are also a bunch of other settings you can choose from, such as a controller, which you can also move anywhere with on the screen. You can also say how much you want the zoom to be magnified or not. It's really, really cool. Reachability. Now we all know trying to reach the top apps like the camera, for example, can be difficult with one hand sometimes. So if you go to the bottom of the screen and just swipe down once, just like that, the entire screen moves down and now it's so much easier to select whatever it is you want. It's basically like one-handed mode, just making it easier for you to operate your phone with one hand. I'm sure many of you can agree that sometimes getting the cursor exactly where you want within an email or paragraph can be quite difficult. So if you click and hold down on the spacebar, the entire keyboard turns into a mini trackpad, and then as you can see here, it is so much easier to place the cursor exactly where it is you want within your paragraph or email. What you can also do when in this mode is click with another finger, and then it actually selects your text. You can move the cursor wherever you want, and then as you can see, the text is selected. I also like this for editing Instagram captions, for example. It's just a really nifty thing and makes life super easy. So as you know, if you want to go back to the home screen, you usually have to swipe up from the bottom. However, if you're used to the older iPhones with the home button and you really want that home button back, then here is how you do it. Simply head on over to Settings, click on General, then on Accessibility. And from there, you can just scroll down a little bit until you see Assistive Touch. Make sure that you've toggled it on, and then right over there, you will see the home button pop up straight away. You can move it anywhere on your screen that you'd like, and then if you click it, of course, it'll take you back to the home screen. You can also customize it even further by deciding to change it from going to the home menu to rather show you notifications or change the volume. You can also even make a custom menu, guys. It's really epic. So here I just added a couple menu items, and if I click that button, you can see here I can select any which one, and again, move the button wherever I like. Bam! How useful is that? Again, you might be familiar with getting into your recents. You just do a long swipe up and then there are all your most recently used apps. But by swiping from the left up diagonally, it accesses your recents a lot quicker. And here you can see the 2 options side by side and just how much quicker that short little left stroke is. While we are on the subject of recent applications, there is another way to toggle through all your open applications. So at the bottom of the screen here, if you simply just swipe on it, it will toggle between all your open applications, and this is really nifty because if you want to toggle between Maps and then Netflix and then YouTube, you can do so easily. Another nifty trick is quick symbols. So whenever typing out a message, to get to a character, you usually have to push down the numbers, then select your characters, click back to the lettering, and it's quite a process. But what you can actually do is click and hold down, then drag over the character you'd like, let go, and it immediately changes back to the keyboard. So I did another example, and every time I want a character, I just click and drag, and it changes back to the lettering keyboard. A super useful trick and saves you a lot of time. Let's just say you're on Google searching for, I don't know, your favorite YouTuber, and you're scrolling for days, but you want to get to the top of the screen. Well, all you do is you click just under the speaker or the notch, if you will, and it'll take you to the top of the screen every time. So for all my Instagram lovers, you can scroll for days and easily get back to the top by just clicking under the notch. You can do this in almost any application, in fact, every application if I'm not mistaken, and it is so nifty. Okay, if you have a song stuck in your head and you don't know what it is, I know what to do. Simply head on over to iTunes, and once in there, click on the search icon. What you can then do in the search section is type out any kind of lyrics that are within the song. So for example, I said, "Roses really smell like poo." I searched and bam, the artist came up, which is Outkast. And as you can see here, it says, "Roses really smell like poo poo ooh." Another example, once again in the search section, I put in "Sweaters, Mom Spaghetti." You guys know what it is. It's Eminem, "Lose Yourself." And here it comes up with the piece of lyrics that I searched. It's really nifty, guys. Use this. And while we're on the topic of Eminem, if you want to go to sleep with his music, simply click on the clock icon, go to timer, and you can actually set a timer for your music. So when it ends, usually Apex, which is a sound, will play. You can choose any of these sounds, but if you scroll right to the bottom, you will see an option that says stop playing. And if you select that, what will happen is once you've set your timer to the desired time, when the timer is up, your music will stop playing. How cool is that, guys? This is another seriously nifty tip because I know for a fact I am not the only one who always forgets their password. So if you are in that exact instance and you've forgotten your Instagram password, all you do is say, "Hey Siri, what's my password?" And from there, after Face ID, what Siri will do is show you a list of passwords for your different applications. So I was looking for Instagram, I clicked on the icon, and then here I can just paste it in and access my Instagram. So I never have to remember a password again. I love it. And don't forget, guys, always keep your passwords protected, okay? Then this is a quick one, but super nifty. If you head on over to your calculator and you're doing all these crazy mathematical sums and by accident, oh no, you typed in the wrong number. Well, don't click the clear button. Instead, to take back a number, simply swipe left on the screen and then type in your new number. You can then complete your calculation, and once again, if you put in the wrong number, you can swipe right even. It doesn't matter which way you swipe, it'll just clear the number and then you can carry on without having to clear the whole sum. By now, I'm sure many an Apple user is familiar with the control center. Here you can quickly access things or change some settings. But as you see, there is a lot of empty space, and that is because you can actually customize your control center. So if you go into settings, click on control center, here you'll see customize controls, and then you can actually add or take away certain controls. So here I'm adding a couple just so you can see how it looks in the control center now. So when I swipe down, you can see there are a bunch of new controls. And what's nice about this is, as the name would suggest, you can customize your control center. So here I added all of them just to see how it would look, and it's nice because it's so accessible and quick now. So this is a pretty cool tip in that you can personalize certain contacts' vibrations when they phone you. So for instance, if you're adding a contact to your phone, if you click on ringtone over here, you can see these are all the various ringtones you can choose from, but then over here it says vibration. If you click on that, you can choose one of the default vibrations, or you can create your own vibration. And what it's saying here is tap to create your own vibration pattern. So that's exactly what I'm doing, and this is what it sounds like. Then all I do is click save, and then the next time this individual calls me, I will feel this custom vibration pattern and know that it's this contact calling. And finally, guys, for my favorite tip, trick / hidden feature is that you can actually create quick shortcuts via the power or lock button. So if you go into settings, you can say, if I click this button 3 times, a bunch of quick commands will pop up and you can decide which ones you want, which ones you don't want. It's really nifty and it's all done in settings. So let me show you how it's done. So as mentioned, if I click the unlock button 3 times, a little menu will pop up with a bunch of quick shortcuts. And if I select, say, classic invert, it'll invert the colors of my device. If I click the 3 buttons again, I can turn it off, and it's basically just a really quick way to access quick shortcuts. And what's cool is these shortcuts can be customized. So if you head on over to settings and you select general, then accessibility, you scroll all the way down to the bottom until you see accessibility shortcuts. And then here, these are the various shortcuts that you can choose to add or remove. You can also change the position of them and decide which is first or second, third, etc. And then just click that unlock button 3 times and bam, a whole bunch of shortcuts. Oh yeah. And that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite tip, trick, or hidden feature. And also, you can check out my 10-hour review right over here. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!